Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching and welcome to the English news of Binh Phuoc radio television station and newspaper. I'm Hình and following are the headlines as usual. Binh Phuoc accelerate high-quality resort tourism allied with forest. Restrictions on groundwater exploitation introduced in 3 zones. Vietnam and Indonesia eye stronger economics and check time. Vietnamese firm invest $421 million overseas in 20 and 23. Vietnamese durance export rose about $2.22 billion. And now other detail. In a visionary move, Binh Phuoc province is set to propel its tourism sector toward high-quality resource experiences closely intertwined with the forestry economy.
The framework for the management, development, and the enhancement of forestry economic efficiency linked to the development of tourism in Binh Phuoc province for the 2021-2025 period and vision to 2030 has received official approval from the Provincial People's Committee. The objective by 2025 is to protect the entirety of existing natural forestry areas, ensuring a forest and perennial tree coverage rate of 71.7%. The completion of an ecotourism and entertainment project within forestry areas has also been targeted. Planning includes linking intra-provincial tourist routes with Binh Phuoc's distinctive tourism products along National Highway number 13 and 14. Particularly noteworthy is the development of an international tourism route linking Ho Chi Minh City, Binh Phuoc, Cambodia, Laos, and Thailand, aimed at attracting a substantial influx of tourists to the province. Looking ahead to 2030, Binh Phuoc remains steadfast in its commitment to the strict protection of its entire natural forestry area. It aims to attract investment into 12 ecotourism projects while simultaneously advancing the development of high-quality resort tourism to better meet the evolving preferences of visitors.
Under a decision approving a plan to restrict groundwater exploitation, Binh Phuoc province has proposed limitation on such exploitation in Zone 1, Zone 3, and mixed zone.
In Zone 1, depending on each location, the province's proposed solution is to cease all current groundwater extraction activities, address wall sealing in accordance with regulations, deny permits for exploration and extraction, or implement restrictions on new groundwater extraction projects. In Zone 3, no permits will be issued for exploration or exploitation to build new groundwater facilities. Facilities without permits are forced to cease operations, except for those serving purposes such as domestic water supply and disaster prevention. Facilities with permits are allowed to continue exploitation until the license expires. Regarding the mixed zone, the application of measures will be considered and decided based on measures applied in Zone 1 and Zone 3. Figures showed that there are 43 drilled wells for groundwater exploitation in Zone 1 and 18 in Zone 3. The new measures aim to sustainably regulate and manage groundwater resources, balancing the needs of various stakeholders while preserving the environment.
Ladies and gentlemen, water lily, which can bloom throughout the year, showcase particularly vibrant color in the final months of the Lunar New Year. During this day, water lily near the banks of Suối Cam Lakes in Binh Phuoc, Đông Xoài City in Binh Phuoc province display their splendid beauty and enhance the charms of local area.
At dawn, thousands of water lilies bloom on the surface of Suối Cam Lake. These flowers extend about 10 to 20 centimeters above the water level, with their young brownish-red leaves gradually taking on a lush green, gently swaying on the water surface. Water lilies in natural lakes can grow without the need for cultivation, as they simply sprout from the mud at the bottom of the lake when it rains. The water levels rise, the water lilies also grow taller. The higher the water rises, the taller the water lilies grow, with soft and fresh stems. Amid the expansive water area, water lilies add to the beauty of the Suicam Lake and captivate all those passing by.
Ladies and gentlemen, accepting the invitation of the Vietnamese President Võ Văn Thưởng, Indonesian President Joko Widodo paid a 3-day visit to Vietnam from January the 11th to the 13th. Join us to see the Indonesian leader activity on January the 13th.
Indonesian President Joko Widodo and Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh co-chaired a high-level business dialogue in Hanoi on January 13 morning. At the dialogue, Vietnamese and Indonesian businesses expressed their concern about economic development policies of both countries, as well as measures to strengthen investment cooperation between the two sides. They also talked about new investment trends, and made proposals to improve the cooperation in the coming time. President Widodo suggested the two countries step up dialogues and high-quality cooperation. The president expressed his hope that, leading Vietnamese businesses will increase their investment in the country, especially in its new capital city, covering such spheres as the e-vehicle industry, aviation, tourism, and others. For his part, Prime Minister Chinh held that, President Widodo's visit and his opinions delivered at the dialogue, will encourage enterprises to step up their cooperation and investment. Pointing out that economic cooperation has yet to match the bilateral political ties as well as the two economies' stature and the two sides' expectations, the Prime Minister called on businesses to continue their connectivity and investment in order to materialize high-level agreements between the two countries, and fulfill their set targets. Also on January 13, Indonesian President Joko Widodo made a field trip to VinFast electric vehicle manufacturing complex in the northern port city of Hai Phong, as part of his state visit to Vietnam. The Indonesian leader was driven by Chairman of Vingroup and General Director of VinFast, Pham Nhat Vuong, during his VinFast visit. After the visit, the president pledged to create conditions for VinFast, a subsidiary of private conglomerate Vingroup, to complete procedures to invest and do business in the Indonesian market. Earlier, the EV maker said, it plans to invest at least $1.2 billion in Indonesia in the long term. Apart from distributing imported cars from Vietnam in the first phase, VinFast will build a $200 million EV factory in the country, with an expected annual capacity of 30,000 to 50,000 vehicles. On the same day, President Joko Widodo left the northern port city of Hai Phong, concluding his 3-day state visit to Vietnam.
Vietnam's overseas investment, including both newly registered and exotic capital, hit $420.9 million in 20 and 23, down 21% from 20 and 22.
The General Statistics Office under the Ministry of Planning and Investment reported that investments in wholesale and retail, and repair of cars, motorcycles, motorbikes and motor vehicles sectors totaled $156.9 million, accounting for 37.3% of the total. The information and communications sector ranked second with over $120.6 million, or 28.7%. It was followed by electricity, gas, hot water, steam, and air conditioner production and distribution with $84.4 million, accounting for 20%. Among the 26 countries and territories where Vietnamese investors are operating, Canada took the lead, accounting for 35.7%, followed by Singapore, Laos, and Cuba.
Vietnam has shipped approximately $2.22 billion worth of deodorant product overseas in 20 and 23, with increasing demand noticed in non-traditional markets.
China made up $2 billion of the total exports from January to November, up over 1.5% year-on-year. The Czech Republic spent $10 million on Vietnamese durians in the period, an annual growth of over 28.19%, while the expenditures of Canada, the US, and Papua New Guinea ranged between $4 and $6 million, soaring from 222 to 837% against last year. Thai people, meanwhile, was the biggest consumer of frozen durian products from Vietnam, with a total spending of $97 million in the 11 months. The Vietnamese fruit has a competitive edge thanks to its high quality, affordable costs, and year-round harvest. Insiders predicted the durian sector to earn between 1 and 1.5 billion more USD from overseas shipments in 2024.
And that's all for today on the news of Binh Phuoc Radio, television station and newspaper. Once again, thanks for watching and goodbye for now.